Hey everyone, welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. This is Ricky P, and again today we have the commander of the battalion, FortMort, joining us for another review of SWGOH monthly April review and talk about all SWGOH stuff. How's it going, Mort?
Doing good, man. Doing really well. Thanks for having me again. I love doing this. There's a great month we get to talk about. Amazing.
There's a lot of stuff on the agenda today for sure. Yes, so thanks for being here with me again. And before we jump into the topics, let's talk about the GACenter, which we're both part of, and having a lot of fun with this. A friendly competition of GAC. We're just grouped into a division, and FortMort and I are in the same division. And again, FortMort is just dominating, still hasn't lost a single match with his main account in the GACenter. Just I'm there at the bottom, looking at the top. You're doing well so far. I mean, you've got this, I think.
So I got 2 GLs in my bracket this round. One of them I don't think is going to even play. I think he's just joining up, but the other one could be a struggle. But we'll see. I'm one of 2 people I think left in the entire GAC center that's left undefeated. So if I can get through this week, I think I lock it up because, well, we got what, 10 more, 11 more, something like that. So, yeah.
Something like that. Yep.
Well, as long as the walls don't fall down, we'll be the champ.
Nice. Well, you're doing good, so good job.
Yeah. Wolf, I love it.
First, we're recording this live, by the way, so we'll probably interact with people a bit. First topic on the agenda: Conquest. So when the month of March finished, early April, they came back saying our exhibition of Conquest is done. We've run it for like 4 weeks in a row. We've heard feedback. We're gonna apply changes. And then the first Conquest that appeared in April got canceled because of a Jedi Knight Luke bug, which they were aware of. They put a fix, but the fix didn't work, and they had to cancel to reapply another fix. So, thoughts on the whole Conquest situation?
So, a lot of people lucked out. CG did the right thing. They let everybody keep the majority of the rewards, which was great. Some people that I know went in and finished that as much as they could, as fast as they could, because they knew they were taking it out. I didn't. I was at work that weekend, but there's a lot of people got a benefit of that. They got to keep the ship shards and everything else. They did the right thing. I think they did the right thing. They got the fix. It didn't affect GAC because they got the fix, so it was good. They did a good job.
Yeah, I agree. And they did it quickly. I think within like 48 hours, they noticed the bug. They tried to see if they could fix it without canceling Conquest, but they just ended up saying that they had to, and they had to restart it for the fix to be applied. So they acted pretty quickly, and the reward they gave us Razor Quest shard, Razor Quest as I like to call them, and so that was good.
Yeah, and I don't know if you want to roll right into the new Conquest changes or not, or which direction you want to go.
Yeah, well, actually, I already said, right, that they would do a couple of changes on the big cards, the big data disk, like the big 3. Yeah. They would remove them and put 3 other instead. Well, we still don't have the details on those new ones, on how strong or less strong they're going to be.
People are insinuating that they're taking away the good ones, but I think they're just replacing them with other good ones, personally. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. It should be a little bit harder. There's an argument that the Conquest should be harder, especially for the higher level GP rosters. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. But they're doing a good job.
Yeah, I don't think they would replace it with such lower, right? I think they're just going to be they're going to be strong, but they're just going to make more sense instead of actually being breaking strong. They're
game breaking.
Exactly, right? Because a couple of them, you like booming voice, and what's the other one? They would just like, you'd bring your Yoda in and then just or Vader, and you just go bang 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 bang, and there was no big challenges once you had those cards. So
100%. So I'm excited about it. They want you to do good at the same time. They want you to be challenged. So I think they're doing a good job with that as well.
Yep, I agree. And then also in April, they announced that was a big announcement that had a lot of people talking, and I think you had a roundtable as well with Rambam and the Wolf on this.
Yep.
Grand Arena division changes. So this was something that actually the community has been talking for a while. Like, we need to change the division now because the division was good when it started, but as we progressed and evolved, I think they're due for a change. What are your thoughts on the division changes?
So I'm very excited that they made the division changes. I think they could have done something a little bit different. So Division 1 is still going to be the highest division, but the problem is, as the game grows, if it continues to grow, that they should have made it backwards. Division 1 was a starter division in Division 11, so they could expand further up and up and up. That's the only thing I think they should have done different. But I do like that they split up the divisions to where you're gonna get matched up better from a GP standpoint. I think what a lot of people are missing though is it's going to affect, because you're minimized to how many people you're going to have in one bracket. Like Division 1 had tens of thousands before. Now it's not going to be close to that. So you may get outmatched by somebody you probably shouldn't get matched up with once in a while. I think we are going to run into that. But overall, I love the change. I love that they listened again. Keyword, they listened. So I'm excited about that.
Yep.
I'm upset about ships though.
Same, actually, me too, right? I'm dropping from Division 1 to Division 3, and I'll be dropping from 1 fleet to 2 fleets. So I think they still need to rework that a bit so that everybody changing division doesn't go down for the number of squads they've been placing on GAC. So like the division of the GP and everything, I think that's fine. But the minimum squads for squads and fleet, I think they need to relook at that before they go live with it.
Yep.
So we'll have to see if they listen to that as well.
Division 6 is at 3.8 million, and that where we're at right now, 3.8 million is where you put double ships. So I really think they should make Division 6, which is 3.8 million, double ships. Why not? Even if they moved it to 5, I don't care. But we've got too many ships in the game now, considering the way we're running GAC.
Yep, definitely. Also in April, they continued the Bat Batch, deployment, I guess, of the whole team. Wrecker was introduced, and also the marquee event came in. Honestly, Wrecker was a fun character to have. Like, the marquee event was actually fun, and he's going to be fun to play. He's got a nice animation and nice kit there.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen the show yet that just came out, he's fun to watch as well.
That's what I heard. No spoilers. I haven't watched it yet either. So
no spoilers.
But already from the previous show, Wrecker was a fun character. But in the game, he's got such a simple kit, but so efficient. And again, a kit built based on the lore, based on the story, and what's already out, like the Clone Wars series. So I love that they keep doing that on the character builds as well.
I think the only thing that'd be cooler in game than what it is now is if they actually got him to say something when he made a move, because the stuff he says is funny.
Yeah, they could have. They did that with C-3PO, right? They brought in
C-3PO, Baby Yoda. They did a couple things like that. I think it'd be pretty cool when he does the one particular move you're watching right now.
Yep,
would be really cool to hear him say something.
Agreed. Yep. And so, yep.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go.
No, I was just gonna say. So part of the kit that I'm really digging, he's got the Furious. But the one part I'm really digging that totally fits him, that I think they nailed on the head, is when he goes under stealth, he immediately removes that stealth, like, screw this, I want to fight, and he taunts. This is so Wrecker attitude. I love it, absolutely love it. He's like, come get some, come at me, bro.
Exactly.
Yes, get wrecked, nerds. Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
Totally agree. I love it. And again, it's all part of the character's actual how he is in the show, right? So they did this so well.
They did.
Yep. And then the other character who's going to be actually live in, I think, 30 minutes on the marquee event is Echo. And I think Echo is a lot of everybody's been saying he's the missing part of the Bat Batch whole kit on how everything comes together. And he's pretty impressive. Like, looking at the kit and at his speed, he will be as fast as Moff Gideon at 198 to start with. Yeah. So that's pretty impressive. Did you have a chance to take a look at it?
I looked at it a bit, and our scientist Wolf made a great point that he's going to be the game changer for Geo Lightside TB.
Yep.
He's going to shut down pretty much anything he goes into. He completes and rounds out. What was that saying? You complete me. He completes this kit. So he's going to be strong. I mean, he's going to be unbelievable.
He is.
I think people underestimating what these guys are going to do.
Oh, for sure. They're going to counter a lot. Like, they're going to counter the territory battles for sure. I think since day one, since the Bad Batch were announced and we saw Hunter, everybody was saying they're going to counter the territory battles. But I think they're going to counter a lot more outside of there as well.
I do too.
Also, that's only 4 Bad Batch, right?
Yep.
We're still missing a 5th one. I mean, clone troopers can fit. I mean, we see that in Echo. One of the synergy is Rex. So for now we could play with another clone for sure. But there's going to be a missing 5th one for sure. I heard hints that it's the episode 1 shows hints on who it could be. So I haven't seen it, so I have no clue. But there's a spoiler in there from what I heard. So we'll have to see.
I'm not convinced after actually seeing it that there's even going to be a 5th, but there are some possibilities in there. From the first episode, I'm not 100% sure that I'm 100% sure I can't say that there's going to be a 5th.
Okay, interesting. But so far, Bad Batch has been interesting for sure. And yep.
Go ahead.
May the 4th was actually yesterday. We're recording this on May the 5th. So we had the May the 4th event yesterday. I don't know if you wanted to finish on Bad Batch or...
No, May the 4th be with you, people, even though it's gone past.
And
actually, I'm still under the 4th according to my reset.
Revenge of the 5th also is what celebrated today. But May the 4th is a big Star Wars day, as you know, and SWGOH did not miss that. So we had the bonus. We had a couple of May the 4th bonus. I'm not sure what you thought about it. I thought they were lower than previous years.
Yes, and the reason I say that is because it's no gear whatsoever, and that's the biggest crunch in here right now is gear, stun guns, salvages, furnaces. There's so many things that we could have got from that. We got modding material, we got some character shards, typical meme shards, etc. Yeah, some relic material was nice, no doubt. But I sure would have liked a little bit of nice, something that we used. I mean, look at the First Order when you try to go after Slacker. All repetitive stuff. We could have used some of that.
Yep, true. And even the Zeta mats. I mean, there was only 5 Zetas, and usually I think we had 20. We had like a full Zeta ready to go in the previous years. So I'm not sure if they thought that by putting relic materials, they reduced the rest. But I think they should have built the gifts a bit differently.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I'm not mad because there are a lot of good changes. One of the things they did was adding the new characters to new accounts. So when you start a brand new account, they made a lot of new changes. A lot of new changes, putting new people in different areas. I mean, Moff Gideon's a starter character now. A starter character. I never seen that coming. Never seen that coming.
I think, and they've been building that for like 2 years now since they came with the Hyperdrive bundle. They've been reworking the new player experience. Like Hyperdrive bundle, double drop shards on older characters. Now the rework starter characters as well. I mean, you even get Dark Trooper farmable super early on as well. He's one of the starter characters as well. Exactly. Yeah. And they changed it. They put Old Ben. They put Ahsoka Tano. They changed they changed the visual of certain characters. That's debatable if you like it or not. But they're rebuilding the new player experience. They've been working on that for a year or two now, and I'm liking what they're doing so far.
Yeah. So they put light side Kylo on. Light side hard battles Kylo on there, which I didn't care for because before you were farming the ship, so Canteen is still the way to go if you're playing intelligently. So there were some mistakes I think they made, unless you don't want his ship. But who wouldn't want his ship? I don't understand that concept. But that, like I said, overall, Rey, Ahsoka, Dark Trooper, Kylo, Ewok Scout was moved, Moff Gideon, Clone Sergeant. They're all moved down to different areas, swapping them around, putting the easier or the better characters to farm in good positions. So overall, good job.
Yep, I agree. And the bonus, we've learned the bonus from The Road Ahead, and I have to say, this was the first road ahead in a long time that I actually thought there was meat around it. Like the previous road ahead was just like, yeah, we're bringing Conquest, and that was it. And now we had a lot more. So we had the bonus, we had the Bat Batch that we were talking about in Wrecker, and they finally announced Commander Tano as part of a new rewards for the Conquest. So we had the Razor Quest first, and then we'll have Commander Tano also as part of the Conquest rewards there.
With the key that we're still under speculation because we don't know where she's going. We have no idea where she's going. We do know how to get her with she's moving to the Conquest board. They're taking the ship off, and they said they're going to move around periodically who they put under the Conquest for rewards. But if you can red box 3 times in a row, you get her, open her at 7-star, which is pretty cool, especially for the higher end characters. But I don't know if she's going to go 5-0 first. I don't know if she's going to go Jedi. There's a lot of speculation.
It's going to be interesting once her kit reveal drops, for sure. But and I don't think this is the last Ahsoka Tano that we will see, though. I believe that with the show, because this is not the Ahsoka show Ahsoka Tano, right? They said it was the Clone Wars, like season 7 Ahsoka Tano.
Yep.
So
there's still opportunity for at least one more.
Yep. A Galactic Legend one. Sorry.
That could be 5.
And in that same post, we also had what everybody's been speculating for a while, new Galactic Legend. And this time it's General Kenobi, hello there, has been announced as the next GL, and a single GL. And I like what you said about the thought of a single GL.
Yeah, so my thought process on this, and I begged for this when it came out. I said, please don't bring out 2. Please don't bring out 2 for multiple reasons. And the biggest one being because it's flooding it too much now. And this also means they can one step and just take one out, take one out, take one out. And the game doesn't progress so quickly and it lasts longer. We could get 10 years out of this game if we wanted to. You know what I mean? If they did it the right way. That's pushing the envelope. But you get what I'm saying. I love the fact they're only bringing out 1 at a time. I love it, love it, love it. Extending the life of the game.
Yep. It adds definitely a longevity to the game. And it adds, it adds focus. Like, people will be able to focus on the Galactic Legend. I guess they won't be split between who do I choose. Though it was interesting, right? Like that you had to choose, like, I'll farm this one or this one and choose a path. It was still fun because I felt like I had to choose between the light path and the dark path. But for the longevity and I'm sure for development as well, right? Developing a Galactic Legend and everything surrounding it it's probably easier for them to do one at a time.
Very comprehensive. So and they do a better job. I mean, look, they only did 1 GL and then they turned around and did artwork, got the road ahead out, did the Conquest, got the Bad Batch, all that at the same time. If they were doing 2 GLs, imagine how they would have rushed that. They've done it before in the past. Rush. They're like, oh, guys, we're behind. We got to push it out. So we got this on time and with quality.
Yep, I agree. And I wouldn't be surprised, though, because there's going to be a Dark Side GL with General Kenobi with time, but I'm sure we're going to see it by the end of the summer. By the end of the summer, they're going to announce it, unlock the requirements through fall, and then by winter, we'll be able to get the other one. Because if you look...
that timeline I can go with, yes.
Yeah, if you look at Kenobi, right, the last requirement is June, right? The third batch of requirements. So right now, we have the first... Mace Windu, Ayla Secura, the Negotiator, and General Kenobi are the first 4 characters requirement for him. Yep. And so there's 2 other requirements that's going to bring to us in June. And so Kenobi won't be, at the earliest, he'll be available end of June. Early July, at the earliest.
Yeah. So I think we agreed on this before as a group that July 15th was by far the earliest it's going to be, and more like end of July that we're going to see that actual release of Kenobi.
End of July or end of June? I think end of...
I'm trying to remember what the timelines were, because there was release dates in May and then there was another release date in June for the last characters. So then they always give at least 2 weeks. So the minimum it could be was June 15th.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So June 15 and at the earliest.
Yeah. So sorry, I might have said that wrong. End of
What?
June would be what I'm predicting, but
Mhm.
it could be mid-June.
Yeah, and then by that time, they could announce the dark side GL requirements throughout the fall, and when winter hits, like November or
Yeah.
December, it drops, and then we have a new GL there as well.
Yeah. Yes. There's nothing wrong with them telling us a little bit early because we could prep for getting an idea what we're gonna need. I mean, we're gonna guess, we're gonna speculate because they're not gonna release it, but most of the time we guess 70% of the characters they're gonna put in there for a requirement.
Yeah,
We're pretty good in the community about doing that.
usually, yeah. I mean, they always throw off the left side one for every like either a new marquee that's not out yet. I'm sure we're gonna have that for General Kenobi as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, 70, like you said, 70% of the characters we have a good idea. Like Kit Fisto, Plo Koon, Luminara is probably in that list for
Yep.
Kenobi as well, right? The whole Jedi Council, basically.
Yep. And Windu, Mace Windu. Oh god.
Someone's happy. Someone's very happy.
Someone's very happy. No names. Don't call him out.
And well, we're in speculation. What's your speculation on the Dark Side GL?
I hear a lot of things, like we're talking about different requirements. Some people are saying Grievous. I wholeheartedly disagree with Grievous. I'm still on Maul. I think he fits. I think he fits the timeline better. I think his uniqueness, like Crazy Legs Maul, everybody's been talking about that for a long time, and they love to listen.
Yep,
They love to listen.
I agree.
What about you?
I agree with Darth Maul. I think it's also Darth Maul. As much as I know everybody's talking about Lord Vader / Fallen Anakin / unmasked or unsuited Vader.
And they have a tendency to bring in a character that has a non-GL character and make that character a requirement. We have a Maul that's absolute trash.
Yeah.
So it fits. It fits.
Exactly, yes. And where Anakin, everybody's going to have Jedi Knight Anakin and Gas already geared up and reliced up, right, ready to go. So I still don't think it's Anakin or Fallen Anakin or however you want to call it.
Yeah. Doesn't fit the timeline.
No, and yeah, we'll see. Well, it's going to be interesting, but yeah, my bet is also on new Darth Maul.
Yeah, I concur.
So
Go ahead.
Go.
You were talking about early game experience. We kind of covered that a little bit, but I want to cover something about that. And with the new double drops, it had already changed exponentially the way you should be farming to get characters, because you got single drop and double drop characters, and now they're changing the whole beginning characters that you get. This could change the entire road where you need to, because right now the Phoenix are the current go-to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure who the go-to is, and you know me, I'm statistical and all that stuff. I wish I had time to sit down and do my start a new event one or a new character account again, because I think there's a really cool road out there and I have no idea what it is. No idea.
Well, you know what? Even before they did those changes, a lot of people were talking about Separatists being a new road to start with. Like, you had your Phoenix, but you also had the Separatist that has a nice path, I think, to new players. So, but maybe now with Gideon and Dark Trooper, maybe Imperial Troopers or Imperial Remnant, if they bring out more of that faction, might be the way to go when you start as well.
So it came off of a particular person's video over a year ago. It released the same time as mine. No names, but I discounted that Separatist thing because it's difficult to get through Galactic War with Separatist and survive all the way through because they have no healing or reviving. So I always said, and plus you got to get GG late game, B1 late game. I hated the Separatist route. Hated it. If they brought out a GL like Maul, then I think it becomes viable again.
True.
That's just my thought process.
Yeah, which gives us another point on Galactic Legends Maul being the next one.
Yeah. He'd be a really good draw because a lot of people are starting accounts now where they go directly after a GL from the start.
Yep.
Which I don't agree with that process unless you are super, super, super focused. And it's a GAC hell. It's hard to win in GAC when you do that. So if you're a GAC guy, it's not the easiest thing to do.
True. Good.
Mandalorian scoundrels. Oh, I had one other point I wanted to bring up. I don't remember what it was, Ricky P. I need to write this stuff down. I'm getting old.
Well, our last topic anyway is what's coming up. Unless it was like we had a nice month of April May and June are coming up. I mean, June is going to be the release of Jedi Knight Luke in the Journey Guide, probably, where everybody's going to be able to get him whenever. But what else is coming up? What are you feeling? What are your thoughts?
Look, and I agree with you that the GL will come out. It'll bleed out slowly from that standpoint. I'm curious to see. I don't think we're going to see anything extremely new. With the changes that are coming to Conquest with Ahsoka going in there, the question is what's going to replace her a few months down the road. I figure she's going to get at least 6 months in there before they swap her out. There's some speculation about Cam falling up underneath General Kenobi. Again, I agree with Rambam. The only way he comes out is if he goes in the get. Right now, I don't think we're going to see any new changes. I think it's just we're anticipating and eagerly waiting for that information about where's Ahsoka going, who's going to be the Kenobi requirements, is Cam going to screw us? You know where's the ship going to go? What'd you call it? The quest ship,
Razor Quest,
bounty hunter ship. Yeah, exactly. But I remember what I wanted to say. So in the road ahead, at the bottom.
Yes.
At the bottom.
Yes.
Let me read the verbiage. Hold on. It is. Where are you at? Next title. They said something about a ship load. There it is. As you can see, there's a ship with a P, ship load of changes coming to the game. And I hope you're excited as we are for the next few months in Galaxy of Heroes.
Yes. Yes, I remember that. And we're both ship lovers.
Yes.
Ship
lovers. Yes.
And that.
So what does this mean? What does this mean?
Very excited to read that. I mean, I think every video we've been talking about a ship raid so far, right? So is that a hint of a ship raid? I mean, that could be pretty amazing. And adding more ships.
Here's another speculation somebody brought up that was really good too. With the Razor Crest coming out, maybe Hondo's capital.
Indeed. Yep. I mean, the bounty hunters, they need a capital ship for sure. That could create a new faction, a new squad, a new team. And I don't think it's going to be Hondo. I'll actually be irritated if it's Hondo. I want the ship raid first, because if it's Hondo, it's just adding another ship to what I was griping about earlier about only having one ship in GAC again. So you're adding another ship, just irking me to death. So if you change GAC and you give me Hondo, I'm good. I'm money. But I still want that ship raid. I agree. I mean, we do exactly, Mary J. We deserve it so bad. Totally agree.
We $1 billion deserve it.
Yep, for sure. All right. I think we've covered the whole month of April. It's still an exciting time to play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. They've been doing a good job for the past year or so. So always fun to do those reviews, actually. Mort, thank you so much for being here today. Really appreciate it.
Always, sir. Can't wait for June. I don't think it'd be quite as busy as this was, but this was, May. This is a great month. God, it's a good month. Thank you, Ricky P.
Yeah, thank you. And everybody, I will see you soon. Take care.